Good morning. Hold on, let me try to adjust this slightly. So this morning I was thinking about motivation, how that's very popular. People want to feel motivated. And I haven't felt the need to be motivated. Can you stop scratching at my toes, please? That doesn't feel nice. I don't like my feet being touched, and this cat is like just clawing at my feet. It's a kitten, but anyways, I was thinking that I don't know. I don't need motivation, right? Especially with my work. Especially with the shit that I'm doing, right? My dream is for us all to prosper, and there's things that I know I can do and implement down the line for that to happen, and I can't go into details about it because, you know, if you try to change this society, you get got. And I have an idea, a damn good idea to counter that too. Like I've said in a few videos, I'm very intelligent. I just like to be underestimated. But anyways, so knowing that I could change the very fabric of this society, the very root causes of a lot of suffering in this society, like, how can you not go towards that, you know? Like, I don't need motivation to go towards that, right? I don't need to give myself a pep talk. Like, I'm going. So I was flipping through. First of all, where did it go? Because it was like the perfect thing. Okay, yeah, I mean, this is it. I did mark it. The daily laws, right? So I was thinking about, I really don't need motivation, especially for work. I don't need motivation to get up and grind. I don't feel like grinding to me, you know? Feels like smooth sailing. And if I want to pick up the pace, you know, I do. So this is how it feels, because I found it stated perfectly in this book. And I didn't expect to, right? But that's the synchronicities. And it's August 21st. I'm not going to redo the whole thing, but this is what it feels like. It is either freedom or slavery, victory or death. But fight as these men fought today, and you will prevail. Hold on. A leader must grab his men's heart, make their blood boil, get into their minds, and alter their moods. Hannibal reached into his soldiers' emotions indirectly by relaxing them, calming them, taking them outside their problems, and getting them to bond. Motivating people is a subtle art. You must aim indirectly at people's emotions. By setting up your emotional appeal, you will get inside instead of just scratching the surface. So if you need motivation, I don't think you're dreaming big enough, right? Because, like I said, it feels like I'm going to fucking win or die trying. I'm gonna fucking do it. I am doing it, but you know, my overall vision for what I am going to accomplish in this lifetime, I'm going to fucking do it or I'm going to die trying. So if you need motivation, I feel like you're just not dreaming big enough. And disappointment stems from expectation, but there's also you should expect the best. You shouldn't be stuck on not trying so you're not disappointed. You can either release expectations or fucking die trying. I expect a certain fucking result and I'm gonna fucking get it no matter what, right? Which I understand bumps in the road and stuff because I've had a lot with a simple fucking task. But I also understand divine timing, and like I was saying yesterday in my video yesterday, all I need to know is that one move on the chessboard, right? I don't need to plan till the end game. I just need to know where to move. And I trust, that's trusting the universe. I trust, like, you tell me where to move it, I'll move it. Instead of me figuring it all out by myself. Like I have before. But I feel like you're more disappointed whenever you try so damn hard to have this certain outcome, right? And you planned and prepared, improvise, adapt, overcome, that type of shit. All for it, you know, not to go the way you expected. I feel like you have more disappointment whenever you're not listening to the guidance, being divinely guided, right? Which everyone is, but a lot of people ignore it, you know? And you can't tell me that you've never been guided before, because you have. You just haven't realized that's what it is, you know? And that's why I'm making these PDFs. I did work on them yesterday until my eyeballs felt like they were gonna fall out from staring at my computer for so long. And I stopped at like 6 o'clock and then just went and tried to rest my eyeballs. But I laid in bed for like hours. But I did get some sleep. It took about 4 or 5 hours just of laying there for me to actually fall asleep, but I actually got some sleep. If you don't know, I don't sleep well. I don't like sleep. And I've been fasting And coffee actually does not affect my fasting state, which is amazing, in my personal opinion. But, yeah, I haven't fasted for a while. I mean, I did last week for a day, but I haven't fasted over 3 days in a while. And I used to do it before I got, issues. So I'm starting that again. Starting back fasting. Because after like the 3rd day, you don't even care about food. You're just like, all right. But I don't sleep. I don't sleep whenever I fast. But I haven't been getting sleep anyway, so it don't matter. It don't matter. But yes. What is your dream? What is your impossible goal? Do you actually need motivation, or do you need a better fucking goal? Do you need something bigger than yourself to actually work towards? Because I don't need something bigger than myself, right? But it's the task I was given. It is my purpose. And it seems like it's an impossible goal. But it's really not, because I've thought about this since I was a kid. And I've developed plans since I was a kid. Moves, counter moves, that shit. So it's very interesting to think about. And I know everybody doesn't want to and I don't even want to change the world, But there are systems that need to be better. Simple shit. Anything man-made can be made better. We can have prosperity for all, and we can have more light in this society in America. I don't know how it is for other countries, which I'm sure they need to, some of them. It was very interesting, because I know if I didn't go through half the shit I went through, I wouldn't be prepared for what's to come. Very interesting. But even if, I don't think you realize that no matter what you're doing, you can change people with that. When you pour your heart and soul into something, you can change people. You change people with your presence. And you're always making someone feel something. Maybe you're just not aware of it. I'm just thinking out loud here, so rambling, it happens. But my book, I have my book over there. I have author's copies that I need to get on after the PDFs. And I did school yesterday, my college. Let me see. They always send me invitations and shit for The National Society of Leadership and Success. Because I have a 3 point over a 3 point. Hold on. What is it? I don't think this one says it. Oh, 3.3 plus GPA. I have a 3.8 GPA. They couldn't even make it 3.5. They couldn't even make it 3.5. I have a 3.8. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure my name's not on there. You can have all of this for $95. Which it's not a limited time offer because they always send me this shit like every single month. I've literally thrown a lot away. A lot of them away. Yeah. Resume enhancement. That's one of the member benefits. If I fucking have a resume, I would feel like I failed at life. Like I said, I'm gonna keep going and fucking die trying. I don't care. I don't care. What are your thoughts on that? Do you actually need motivation, or do you need something bigger than yourself? Do you not believe that you're important? Do you not believe that you matter? Do you not believe that you actually do have an impact on people? Because whatever your dream is, you can still have an impact on people. Mine was literally just to change people through my book, right? Because it will fucking change everyone who reads it. Everyone. You will not be the same after you read my book, right? But then I started thinking about I know I will have the opportunity to implement my idea. So, like, why wouldn't I? You know, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I, right? I already know, right? Like, I know that's what I can see bits and pieces of the future events on certain, I almost said threads, timelines. But the step-by-step, you know, I don't know that. That hasn't been revealed to me, you know. And but I know I'm gonna fucking be there. I know I'm gonna implement some structures for this society, some things to get the ball rolling. a lot of things, but it's gonna have to be me showing rather than telling, because if I get too much in detail, people are gonna be like, oh shit, this bitch actually knows what she's talking about. And I do. If you read my book, you'll know that I do, because there's a little bit in there about utopia. But it's not a distant dream for me. It's something that I can make happen in 5 years. Of course, if my books, when my books do explode, because I think it's fucking amazing. Harry Potter taught, magic, brought magic into the world. But people look at Harry Potter as if they can't do that, right? And I look at Harry Potter as all the possibilities of what we could actually achieve and all of that. And that's why in my book I'm guiding people to be more magical, because everyone is, they just don't know it. They either don't know it, haven't experienced it, block it off. But that's why I'm making these PDFs to go along with my book. That way people can actually start playing with energy. And that's why I do believe that my books are gonna, be right up there next to Harry Potter, for sure. And I know once I get my books in the people's hands that I want them to be in, it'll be fine. I'm just trying to get my website and all that shit together first. First things first, which I did. But learning a lot with Alex Hermanzi's business class. I mean, yes, of course, it's some stuff I already know, but he also explains it in a way that's stupid simple and easy to follow. And a lot of the things that he talks about I haven't heard, and I've been listening to business leaders, whatever, for a while. What year is it? For 5 years now, which doesn't seem like a while, but it feels like a while. So, yes. So that's something to think about. Drop your dream below. Why do you feel like you need motivation? It's always working with yourself instead of against yourself. But thank you for having coffee with me. I know it's been a minute since I posted this early in the morning. I've been trying to keep my mornings to myself, but I actually really don't mind posting this early. As long as you're fine with seeing my morning me in the morning, Yeah. Yes. I was already listening to my favorite affirmations. It's like it's like a nice melody with an affirmation. I've been listening to it for years. And it's so funny that I can tell that my state of consciousness has grown. Not from the video particularly itself, But I can tell that my state of consciousness has evolved since I started listening to it. since the very beginning, and now it's very interesting. Because it's just an affirmation of everything is always working out for me. But it has like a nice melody. And I put it on this morning. Because I used to only put it on whenever like I was in a state of stress, you know. And now I just put it on because I like it. Because I like the melody and the... yeah, I enjoy it. I donated my paintings, some of my paintings to my aunt. And I forgot, so now my walls look kind of weird to me because I put other paintings up. I donated majority of mine, but I put some of mine up. Like that painting right there is not my black painting anymore. It's my angel painting. Here, let me see. You can see it. That one. Yeah. But anyways. It's a really good painting, in my opinion. I like it. I love it, actually. Yeah. Good morning. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for being here.